Hello guys, let's continue with test number 1, questions 16 through 31. Question 16, how many positive integral divisors does 36 have? So 36 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36 as divisors. So let's count these 1, 2, 3. So there are 9 integral divisors of 36. So we'll select D as the answer. Question 17, 3 plus 4 times 6 minus 8. So we have to be very careful in this type of question. 4 times 6 has to be computed first. So we'll calculate this first. So this is 24. So now we have 3 plus 24 minus 8. So which is nothing but 27 minus 8, which is equal to 19. So A is the correct answer. Question 18, find the mode for the following set of data. Mode is the number that occurs most frequently. Most frequent occurring number. So let's see, 24 occurs only once, 28 occurs only once, 20 occurs twice, and then 22 and 26 occur only once. So clearly 20 is the mode, so we'll select A as the answer. Question 19, find the median for the following set of data. So whenever we have to find median, one thing we need to remember is we need to arrange the numbers in ascending order. So that's the key. So that means the smallest number is written first, and then we will write the largest number at the end. So let's start 20, 20, 22, 24, 26 and 28. So after we do that, we need to look at the number that is in the middle. So because there are even number of numbers over here, we need to take the average of the two middle numbers, right? So the average of 22 and 24 is 23. So we'll select B as the right answer. Question 20, find the mean for the following set of data. So mean is nothing but the sum of the numbers divided by the number of numbers that we are adding, right? So in this case, we need to take the sum of these 6 numbers. So if we add 24 plus 28, we get 52. 52 plus 20 is 72. 72 plus 20 is 92. And 92 plus 22 is 114. And 114 plus 26 is 140. So this is 140 divided by the number of numbers. We have 6 numbers over here, so this is equal to 70 divided by 3, and if you divide 70 by 3, what you'll get is 23 1/3. So the correct answer is C. Question 21, find the range for the following set of data. So range is the difference between the maximum number and the minimum number in the data set. So the largest number in the data set minus the smallest number in the data set. So the largest number or the maximum number that we have is 28. So this will be equal to 28 minus, and the minimum or the smallest number that we have in the data set is 20. So 28 minus 20 is 8. So D is the correct answer. Question 22, 5 less than a number is 9, find the number. So let that number be X. So 5 less than this number means x minus 5, that is equal to 9. So we have to solve for x. So simply add 5 on both sides. So we get x is equal to 14. So looks like 14 is not one of the choices. So we will select E as the answer. Question 23. Write 54 million in scientific notation. So whenever we have to write a number in scientific notation, we need to remember that the decimal needs to come after the first number. So in this case it will be 5.4, and then we need to multiply that by 10 to the power 7. And the reason is, if the decimal is over here, it needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 places. So that's why we multiplied by 10 to the power 7. So the answer is A. Question 24. A right triangle has two legs which measure 6 and 8. Find the length of the hypotenuse. So that means the triangle has two legs measuring 6 and 8, and we need to find h. So this is a Pythagorean triplet. H is equal to 10 in this case. If you don't remember that, one way to calculate that is leg 1 square. So let me call it L1 square plus leg 2 square is equal to hypotenuse square. So in this case, leg 1 is, let's say, 6. So leg 1 square will be 36, and leg 2 square, which is 8 square, will be 64. So that's equal to hypotenuse square. So hypotenuse square is 36 plus 64, which is 100. So therefore h, or hypotenuse, will be square root of 100, which is equal to 10. So the answer is B. Question 25. Which of the following numbers is a prime number? So 27 clearly is not a prime number. It has factors such as 3, 9, in addition to 1 and 27. 33 also has factors 3 and 11. 39 has factors 3 and 13. 51 also has factors 3 and 17. So none of these four numbers are prime. So the answer clearly is E. Question 26. 1010 base 2 is what number in base 4? So let's convert 1010 base 2 in base 10. So the way we do that is, so we write it this way: 1010, and since this is in base 2, so that means this is the 1's number, this is the 2 to the power 1, which is 2's number, and this is 2 to the power 2, which is the 4 number, and this is 2 to the power 3, which is the 8 number. So let's multiply 2 to the power 3 times 1, which is 8 times 1, plus 2 to the power 2 is 4, 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 to the power 1 times 1 is 2, and 1 times 0 is 0. So this is 8 plus 2, which is equal to 10. So now we have to convert number 10 into base 4. So we have 10 in base 10, and this needs to be converted into a number in base 4. So if it's a number in base 4, how many 4s are there in 10? So there are clearly 2 4s, and the remainder is 2, because 4 times 2 is 8, so the remainder is 2, and then there are clearly 2 1s, so that's number 22 in base 4. So we'll select B as the answer. What is the least common multiple? This should be multiple of 18 and 24. So one way to do this is you write the two numbers side by side and write down the factor, the common factor, which is 2 in this case. So the remainder is 9 and then the remainder is 12, and then we take another factor which is common between 9 and 12, which is 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3 and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So clearly there are no other common factors between 3 and 4. So now we multiply 2 times 3 times 3 times 4. So that is equal to 2 times 3 times 3 times 4. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 times 4 is 72. So B is the right answer. Question 28. Find the greatest common factor of 18 and 24. So 18 is equal to 2 times 3 times 3, and 24 is equal to 2 times 3 times 2 times 2. So the greatest common factor of 18 and 24 is clearly 2 times 3, which is 6. As you can see that 6 is a common factor in both 18 and 24. So A is the correct answer. Question 29. Find the prime factorization of 144. So 144 is 2 times 72, right? And so we can write 72 as 2 times 36, which is again 2 times 2 times 2 times 18. So with 18 can further be factorized. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 9, right? So we can write this as 2 to the power 4 because there are 4 2's, 3 to the power 2. So these are the prime factors, 2 and 3. So let's take a look at the answers. Again, 12 square cannot be the answer because 12 is not a prime number, so we can eliminate that. B is also incorrect because 2 to the power 3 is 8, and 8 times 3 to the power 2, which is 9, is 72. So clearly we can eliminate this answer as well. If you look at answer D, 2 to the power 4 is 16, and 16 times 9 is 144. However, 9 is not a prime number, so this is incorrect. We need the factors that are prime numbers. So clearly the answer is 2 to the power 4 times 3 to the power 2, which is C in this case. Question 30. 5 feet 7 inches is equal to how many inches? So 1 foot has 12 inches. So 5 feet will have 5 times 12 and then plus 7. So this will be equal to 60 plus 7, which is 67 inches. So 5 feet is 60 inches, and then 7 inches we add 7 to 60, and that will give the answer 67 inches. So D is the right answer. Question 31. Find the volume of the cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder is equal to pi times the square of the radius times the height. So in this case, the radius is given to be 10 units. So we will write 10 square, and the height is given to be 20. So since the answers are given in the form of pi, so we need not convert pi into 3.14 or 22 by 7. So we can leave pi as is. So pi times 10 square is 100. So this is 100, and times 20. So this will make it 2000 pi as the answer. So C is the correct answer.